Good afternoon. So it's a rainy day here Wednesday. I don't even know the date. And this has just been bothering me. And so I just have to have my car contemplation. So I've been thinking about George Floyd all day yesterday. From the moment I saw that video, which I couldn't even watch all the way through, I just been thinking about him. And this is what I just really, some of the things that hurt my heart and makes me want to have a dialogue and a discourse about this. This is what I want to say. I do not care, and I don't want to hear one thing about what this man did to deserve this in his life. I don't care if he stole a box of crayons in kindergarten. I don't care if he had if he had child support out and didn't do it. I don't care. It's the wrong analysis. The analysis shouldn't be on what did he do to deserve to be murdered. The analysis should be on us collectively as society. What are we doing and what have we done to create human beings that could choke the life out of another, that could choke the life out of another in front of masses and be all right? That's the analysis. What are we doing collectively to raise human beings that can do that to another human being? That's the analysis. Because you know what? If you look into my past, when I was in law school, and I had this really great friend, Julia Mariani. She was a year ahead of me. So when I came in as a 1L, she was a 2L. True story. I used to park in front of my building when I moved to downtown St. Louis. Nobody was living in downtown St. Louis at that time, but I wanted to live the city, and I called it having my Black Renaissance. I wanted to be with the people, although I didn't know what that looked like. So I used to park out on the street, which, by the way, there was no parking at my high-rise that I lived in. There was no parking on the street. There was underground parking, but no parking on the street. But I did not care because I would get home late at night from hanging out with my friends, and I didn't want to go to the underground parking. I wanted to park right there on the street so I could get out and run to my door and get in my building. So let me just tell you, I parked there so often, so frequently, that I would always get like these tickets, like these parking tickets. And I would take the parking ticket off the window and just throw it in and not really pay attention to it because I was 24 and dumb. And I amassed so many parking tickets that one day I came down and there was a boot on my car and there was a bench warrant out for my arrest. Yep, that's right. Shay Bearfield, Shanavia Sears Bearfield, had a boot on her car and a warrant out for her arrest. So, am I a person of moral turpitude? I don't think so. But I was a young person who just really did not. It was working for me at 24 years old where I was like, this makes sense. Take the ticket off, throw it away. Or actually just throw it on this floorboard and just keep it rolling, girl. Keep it rolling. Go to Starbucks and live your life. Live your best life while you owe the city all this money for parking in the wrong place. So my point is, the analysis on the person who was murdered, inappropriate analysis. We all have shit that comes up that we've done and it doesn't show our greatest and best self. I would hate for you to think of me only as someone who is worthy of living if I didn't have all those parking tickets, because I had a whole bunch. So my challenge to you is, analyze the right people, analyze the right thing. We need to analyze the police officers. More collectively, we need to analyze what are we doing in a society? What are we contributing to a society that can raise human beings, that can choke the life out of another human being in front of human beings? That is the problem. That is something that should be very troubling to us all. I do not have all the answers, but what I do know is we are not the worst of us. And what I do know is I still have hope for the best of us to rise up. So a white friend of mine, two white friends of mine reached out and they're just like, what can I do? What can we do? And you know what I think we can do? We can do the little things. Everything in our life matters. Those little decisions, those conversations, like the conversation I had with my friend Jonathan today. He is a country white boy that I was certain would be like, unfriend. And I was fine. I was going to be fine with it just because I had to say something. My silence will not protect me, said Audre Lorde, and nor will it protect you. So this guy that just totally looked like, oh yeah, totally is gonna be like, yeah, well, he deserved it. And what did he do to deserve to be murdered? He called me and was like, Shay, what can we do? My friend Kirsten, Shay, what can we do? My friend Sam Willing, Shay, what can we do? My best girlfriend Joy, Shay, I don't have words. What can we do? And you know what we can do? We can do things that humanize each other, The only information I'm interested about George Floyd are those things that make him more human. So it's in the little things that I think we make the difference. It's calling up our friends. How are you? Checking in on them. It's caring. It's giving a damn about things that you have no skin in the game with. It's having difficult conversations that you are awkward and embarrassed about. It's not tolerating sly, subversive, racist, hurtful things that are said around you. Yeah, it's being that mouth. It's not standing for it. It's demanding love. We demand love. We demand love. We demand love. That's how we make a difference. We demand love. We demand it in the little places in our lives and in the big places. That's what pushes me. I demand love in my life, and that's what makes me get up early and take care of myself. I demand love in my life. That's what makes me take care of my husband and my daughter, because I demand love in my life. So let's demand love together. We got this, y'all. We got this. Do not believe the worst of us will shine bright. The worst of us will not shine bright. We are supernova of goodness. We come from goodness. But we got to make better choices in the little things, in the big things, in all the things that just make up our lives. Have conversations, care, keep pushing the needle towards love. I hope you hear me. I really do. We got to do better, and I believe we can. Demand love. It's the only thing that will last in the end.